Apple has unveiled its new watch. It's a wrist-sized computer. It can do just about everything your smartphone can, maybe more. It's expected to come down the pipe at the end of April. The starting price is $350 US. Joining us now is Patrick O'Rourke in Toronto. He's a tech reporter with the Financial Post. Hello, Patrick. Patrick, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, terrific. What's your take on the Apple Watch?
I think it's going to be an interesting device, that's for sure. It's sort of an unproven technology right now. Other manufacturers have come out with smartwatches, and now it's Apple's turn. And today we learned for the first time, finally, what the Apple Watch is actually going to be used for. Until today, we didn't know very much about it.
Are you impressed by how much it can do?
I'm not that impressed. It seems very similar to what other manufacturers have released. Devices from Samsung, the Pebble, for instance, which recently announced a new version of its smartwatch as well, the Pebble Time. Apple seems to be putting their own unique luxury high-end spin on things, after all, because it's going to cost a considerable amount of money. Even the low-end version of the Apple Watch is going to cost $449, which I think is a lot of money for a kind of an experimental piece of technology that not everybody's sold on yet.
Well, if I go out and buy a $600 Apple phone, why would I need an Apple Watch?
That's a good question. And I think even from today's press conference, Apple hasn't really shown people why they need to buy the Apple Watch. For example, like the iPhone is integral to everybody's life. Everybody needs an iPhone or some form of smartphone. But from today's press conference, I really didn't see any killer applications that people are going to need in their lives to make them want to purchase an Apple Watch.
Might the watch replace a phone for some people?
I think it could. It's actually Apple's sort of going that route, unlike the Pebble, which is more focused on notifications right now. Apple seems to want to almost replace the iPhone in some ways with the Apple Watch.
You know, part of the genius of Apple was that it would build products that nobody knew about, nobody expected, and then people would find out they wanted it. Do we know yet that a computer on your wrist is something a lot of people are going to want?
I think that's the big test here, is other manufacturers have tried with smartwatches, and they've seen moderate success. But with Apple, they often get things better than other companies. And right now, that's what Apple's counting on, is that they are going to be the company that gets this correct. But it's still yet to be determined. It's unclear if this is something that people are going to need in their lives.
And the price point, where does this put it among other smart watches?
It's sort of on the higher end of things. It's the lowest level, the sport version, costs between $449 and $519 Canadian. And then the next version is $669 to $1,459 Canadian. And then there's also the super luxury version, the Apple Watch edition, which is going to cost an astounding $13,000. So the price range is all over the place.
Patrick O'Rourke in Toronto. He is a tech reporter with the Financial Post. Patrick, thanks very much for this.
Thank you.